Have you ever made a life-changing decision that transformed your life for the better? What if you could make another one today? Way too often we reflect upon the tragedies in our life, but we've all had positive defining moments too. Let me tell you about mine and how you too can make an incredible transformation that will change your life forever and for the better. Up until the age of 20-something, I was a depressed person. Most children are happy-go-lucky, not me. I had moments of happiness, but overall I felt alone, different, and isolated. I just didn't connect well with my peers, and though I loved my mom and dad, they did the best they could, having to juggle bills and my 4 siblings. I think it was my innate curiosity and my drive to find happiness that led me up to that fateful day. A combination of introspection, understanding the map is not the territory, and many hours of meditation accumulated in an insight that hit me like lightning from clear blue sky. I realized I could decide to either be my own best friend or my own worst enemy. I opted for becoming my own best friend, and since then I have become a high performer. Are you your own best friend? Even though I took the first step in my early 20s on my journey toward success, I still had to overcome many obstacles. In later videos, I'll tell you how I dealt with crises of identity, lack of energy, overcoming anxiety, and imposter syndrome. Overcoming each of these issues catapulted me into a trajectory where I now identify as a high performer. I want to teach you valuable lessons that will shorten your time towards creating the future that you so desperately want for yourself and your loved ones. I divided this up into 4 lessons. Lesson 1. You are more than your thoughts. Lesson 2. Master your emotions by understanding their secret logic. Lesson 3. Focus on healthy control. Lesson 4. Your purpose is shaped by the meaning you find in life experiences and may also be influenced by your spiritual beliefs. Let's go through each lesson briefly, and in future videos I'll go into more depth. 1. What do I mean, you are more than your thoughts? In order to understand this, you have to realize that you are the thinker, and the results of your thinking are your thoughts. Any thought you might have about yourself originates from you, and any thought you have can never fully describe or capture your true self, the all of you. This means that any negative thought you have about yourself is not encompassing the whole of you. You are a complex human being, and when you focus on one aspect of your behavior, it is only a very tiny part of yourself. Think of a photograph. Think of a photograph of yourself. It only shows a very small part of you, your appearance. It tells nothing about your life story, your future dreams, or what you are struggling with at the moment. At best, it can only allude to these things. Let me illustrate it in this way. I'm a man, and what else? A man with a past, and what else? A past that includes growing up in the Seattle area, and what else? I have 4 siblings, one of whom died recently, and what else? I feel sorrow, and what else? Curiosity about what the next words I write about myself will reveal, and what else? The technique is simple. Just add "and what else" at the end of any statement about yourself. It's like standing between mirrors at a carnival, reflecting endlessly, revealing layer after layer. In order to get out of the potential quagmire of negative thoughts, I want you to realize this. Every single part of you is doing its best and actually has a positive intention. It's not so easy to always see that, but I believe that to be true, and I have yet to meet a part of myself or someone else where that's not true. Let me know if you'd like to learn more about this or if you disagree. I love to be proved wrong because then I've learned something new. Did you know that all emotions have an internal logic? Most of us think that our emotions are irrelevant and are constantly getting in the way. However, this could be farther from the truth, and when you learn the secret to leveraging them, then almost nothing is outside of your grasp. Let's focus on the 6 emotions: sadness, anger, fear, surprise, happiness, and curiosity. Sadness occurs when we lose something of value. Anger occurs when we feel threatened and can defend ourselves or hope to defend ourselves. Fear is when we feel threatened but feel defenseless. Surprise is when something unexpected happens. If it is negative, we might feel shocked, or if it is positive, we might feel pleasantly surprised. Happiness is when we gain something of value. Curiosity is when we are trying to figure out something or just exploring. The emotions arise out of the more archaic parts of our mind, the more primitive parts. They reside in the same realm as the muse and intuition. When you learn to understand and listen to them, they become a powerful guide for action and wise decision-making. However, they can also mislead you like the coyote trickster in Don Juan Malthus' teachings or Don Quixote's Fighting Windmills. The first thing you need to keep in mind is that they have their own internal logic, as described above. Understanding this can help you get things done faster and more efficiently and weed out those emotions that you can safely ignore. You'll be able to listen to them or learn to ignore them, depending upon the situation. Self-doubt, self-pity, feeling sorry for yourself, fear of failure, and the list goes on and on, are emotions created in large part by how you think. When you can sort through how these emotions are expressed in your body, what they're trying to tell you, then you can decide if you want to act in accord with them or not. When you master your thoughts, perceptions, and emotions, you free yourself from the chains of automatic reactions. It's your conscious will that steers the course of your life, empowering you to build your dreams and achieve success. Reflect on this. Are you the master or the slave of your emotions and desires? In previous videos, I've talked about the relationship between control and stress. Let me reiterate that healthy control is not about controlling everything, but focusing on what you do have control over. If you can talk about a trauma you've experienced, it means you're still alive. But surviving trauma is only the first step toward healing. Think back through when you were going through that experience. What did you focus on that helped you endure and make it through? Recognizing these moments can be a crucial step in your journey toward healing and resilience. Let me illustrate this with a story. A 20-year-old woman came to see me because she couldn't sleep, and when she did, it was fitful, only coming after hours of tossing and turning. I asked, how long had this been going on? And she replied, about 3 years. She then shared that a man whom she didn't know had attempted to rape her at a Halloween costume party. She managed to escape through a back door and ran home, but the experience left her shaken. When she reported it to the police, they said that they couldn't help her without evidence, which only heightened her fear and left her feeling hypervigilant. That's why she couldn't sleep. I asked her, if you had to write this down as a story, what would the title be? She answered, I'm a lucky victim. I was lucky not to be raped, but I'm still a victim of violence. I became curious and asked her to recount how she had escaped. At first she couldn't remember, but then it came back. She said, I got really angry and thought, I'm not going to let this a-hole rape me. I can't fight him because he's so much stronger than me. But then I saw he was wearing flimsy costume shoes while I had high heels on. I stomped on his foot with a sharp heel, and he screamed and let go, and that's when I ran. As she reconnected with her anger, she transformed. It was beautiful to see that transformation in front of my eyes. She went from feeling helpless to feeling empowered. I said, it doesn't sound like you were just lucky. What would you call the story now? She replied, I'm a fighter. This story illustrates the power of focus and the control we can reclaim over our narratives. It shows that by reframing traumatic events, we can shift from a perspective of helplessness to one of empowerment. We all carry core stories about who we are, what we believe, and the dreams we hold for our future. These stories shape our view of what's possible, sometimes limiting us, but also forming powerful beliefs about our potential. As Henry Ford once said, whether you believe you can or believe you can't, you're right. So what are your core stories? What beliefs are guiding you on your path forward? Your purpose is shaped by the meaning you find in your life experiences and can also be influenced by your spiritual beliefs. There's often a deeper significance behind what we go through. High performers understand their purpose by reflecting on how they have overcome obstacles along their path. Through my own journey, I realized that I'm not defined by my past mistakes. Every experience has led me to this exact point, and each lesson has taught me to seek the why behind my experiences. The wisdom I've gained from helping myself and others overcome suffering now fuels my purpose to help people break through their mental barriers and live happier and more fulfilling lives. If you're still searching for your purpose, you can start by exploring what you've learned from working through painful or traumatic memories. There's often a deeper meaning waiting to be uncovered. I could go on and on about each lesson, but that would make this video hours long. If something here resonates with you, hit the like button and let me know. Let me know about your thoughts in the comments below. And take care.